Hey world, it's Tobo. It is September 2nd of 2014, and welcome back to the... Oh god, I still have my monitor captured up. Welcome back to the party! I forgot to do a show today, so I did a show an hour late. So, that's what's happening. So that was an unusual experience, so hopefully we won't run into any issues. But other than that, those of you who don't know, the new schedule can be found under the stream down there. So if you're curious about that, it's Tuesdays at noon Eastern, Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern, and then the Sunday shows with Crazy Kaylee at twitch.tv/spyparty. I also finally got my alerter working for donations, so I won't miss any anymore. Yes, victory. And yeah, I think we're ready to get underway. So the match we're going to be casting today is Seizureman versus Varanas from the Spy Party Summer Cup. It's a fairly short set, so if I get done with this really fast, I may download another one and do another cast. But this, I believe, is elimination bracket. So, it's going to be it's going to be first to 6, I believe, starting on Ballroom, then doing Balcony, then doing Courtyard 2, then doing High Rise, and then doing Gallery. But there are some weird game types in there. Ballroom is playing any 5 of 7. That's going to be really hard for the Spies to pull off. Last time I casted this one other time before with Royal Flush, and we had a couple people get caught on some time ads on that game type, which is cool. And then the other one, that's a little bit odd, is Courtyard 2 is not any 4 of 6, it's any 4 of 7. So, extra mission for the sniper to be watching gives the spy a little bit more of an edge. So, that's the matchup. Without any further ado, let's get started here, starting things off on Ballroom, any 5 of 7, with Seizureman on the spy and Varanas on the sniper. I still don't know if I'm saying his name right, but that's how I've always said it, so that's why I'm going to keep saying it. Anybody is free to correct me if I'm wrong. Nice, slow start from Seizureman here. Really not doing a whole lot off the top, which can definitely cause problems in 5 of 7, because you've got so much that you need to get done. Actually waiting a while before he picks up his flirt there, which is interesting. He does hit the green for 51%. So that's going to be a good start, but he's down so much time already. 45 seconds off the clock. Banana bread comes off, so actually he's starting to get some speed coming in here. 2 lowlights, one of which was his highlight for the time being, so not bad, but it did eliminate a big suspect for Varanas. The green purloin comes off. This is starting to look better and better. It all depends on how tight a grip Varanas has on this purloin. We've already got at least 2 rejects. And it looks like, ooh, we have a 3rd reject, so this chain is going to be very good. I think Seizureman is in a very nice spot here, but he has to start moving. Purloin comes off now. I really do think that Seizureman is going to have to start moving. He is going in for his flirt. Gets highlight, so he was on that purloin chain, does not get his flirt off. 1:45 left to play. Uh-oh, this could be bad. Return on the guest list. That's some bad news right there. Looks like he was able to get away with it, though. I don't really think he was watching the guest list anymore at this point, so that might wind up screwing Varanas up quite a bit. I like the return. It's a cool idea, because people just don't watch for it. Might be able to get his second flirt off here, but he's so behind on missions. He might have to inspect swap off the end of this. Doesn't even get his flirt done. 1 minute left to play. This is going to be a problem. Returned guest list has not been noticed yet, I don't believe. How does Seizureman play this? He's going into a side statue. I think the idea is statue, flirt, and then inspect swap off the end. I think that's the plan. Hi Bloom, how are you? Getting his inspects here. 40 seconds left. Oh no, that bug did not take. It's worth a try, but it did not take. So now he's a mission short, even with the inspect swap. He gets the green on the swap, gets his inspect, needs to get that flirt done right now. Someone gets pulled for the swap. Well, it should be soon anyways. Looks like it's going to be green plaid there. Mission win is pending, but the shot comes off either way. And Varanas, in a surprisingly tight game, is able to pick up the win for that first game. Apparently, he was a lot more suspicious about the purloin than I thought he was. He did a really good job of that. So, nice, solid start from Varanas on the spy. We'll see how he's able to fare. Sorry, nice solid start from Varanas on the sniper roll. We'll see how he's able to fare as he steps into the spy side of things, as Seizureman takes up the rifle. On once again, ballroom, any 5 of 7. And as last time, the mission that's taken off. Oh, that is a fast purloin. I think that's a free purloin. Oh my goodness, that is absolutely fantastic. It's going to really screw up Seizureman on the sniper, I believe. No microfilm transfer available, but that's not a problem at this point in time. Has he noticed the guest list missing? Doesn't look like he has. He's got his purloin done super early. He's got his 3 inspects done. This is a very, very strong start from Varanas here. Might be able to pick up a behind-the-back bug on the ambassador's leave, but he's going to have to be very careful about it. Might be able to get a fingerprint off as well. Time is still ticking, and it's starting to get wasted a little bit. Picks up a neutral light for the idling, though. Very nice stuff there. He's not going to go for the briefcase, though. Oh my god, that got picked up fast. Some decent bouncing coming out of there. Winds up in a conversation all on his own, but he's starting to feel the time pressure now. 2 minutes left, 2.5 missions to go. He's still on pace, but he needs to start moving a little bit faster. I don't think he's quite in range for the 49% to finish it up on the green. We shall see. Does hit the green to 99%! Oh, that's brutal, just not quite close enough. Picks up a drink innocently, though, which is nice. Man, this has been brutal. Minute and 15 left to play. 2 missions and a flirt to go. Still has BB available, so... Double Agent is not in conversation, though. How do we do this? The time is so short. Can't fingerprint at this point. It's going to need to be either a bug or a swap, as well as the banana bread flirt. Gotta move, though. 45 seconds left to play. So low on time. Double Agent continues to be a dick. Finally steps away from conversation to... What? What? He must be all in on not doing missions at this point. I don't know why he got highlight for that. Okay, he gets low lit. Oh, goes for the fingerprint on the book. Is not able to get it, though. And at this point, he's completely all in on the wrong shot being taken. He has to fake a BB, but it's too late at this point, and no shot is going to be taken. It's going to be Varanas picking up the win. Sorry, Seizureman picking up the win on the sniper roll. Varanas saying he pulled a checker, and I don't know what that means. Probably just the whole not doing missions thing. So, at this point, we're 1-1, stepping out of Ballroom, which is exactly how we expected this to wind up. 5 of 7 is a very difficult mission set for the Spy. As we get ready to step in to Balcony. Any 2 of 3. Seizureman starting things off on the Spiral. Varanas on the Sniper. It is going to be classic Balcony. Let's see how this goes. Slow start. Somewhat, though he does start at the window, which means he's able to pick his spot in the CC. Not going to be super close, but should be able to get a nice solid flirt to start things off either way. Nice green BB coming off the top. Very solid start there. 2 highlights, not including the Ambassador, and none of them are our resident Spy, although no flirts coming off as of yet. Should be able to pick up a window flirt here. Is a white test, so only 34% on that. Still fairly solid, though. I'm surprised he didn't window to window on that. Now, it's either going to be decent or terrible, the positioning. The positioning winds up being terrible. I would suggest going for a red flirt into windows again at this distance. If any of you watching have the game, after PAX there's a lot of people who are just hopping on for the first time. So if you feel like tutoring, absolutely jump on and do that. White test coming off of the third flirt here. 30 seconds left to play. Has to step away from conversation. There's no other option. Has not been lit yet. 20 seconds left to play. This is a very difficult situation he finds himself in. Steps in. Oh no! Gets stuck on Toby! Gets in next to Snaps McGee though. Should be able to finish up here. It's going to be overtime. There's the flirt coming off. Does stop talk. How does this turn out? And the wrong shot gets taken. Seizureman able to pick up a win on the Spiral just by the skin of his teeth. Whew. What a game. What a game that was. Holy mackerel. So, Varanas ready to step into the Spiral himself. Fighting to keep things tied up here. Seizureman on the Sniper looking to pull ahead. As we get into things here on Classic Balcony once more. Nice, slow... Wow, actually gets low lit. Isn't that interesting? So, Varanas rooting for himself in chat.
Banana bread.
Nice BB coming off the top there. This is looking like a very solid start for Varanas, although the selection target does step away early again. So we'll see how he's able to deal with this. Would like to see him go for the window here. That's the wrong window. You cannot flirt from that position. So, very low on time at this point. 17% on the window flirt. I honestly would have rather see him not flirt at all, I think, from at that point in time, because this is just more time on the clock almost. Didn't flirt because he wasn't able to because of the cooldown. So Seduction target continues to be a jerk. 40 seconds left to play. This is going to be so hard. Has to get a flirt done super fast. Oh, talked! 30 seconds left to play and 2 flirts. This is going to be possible, but almost not. Green flirt coming off of that. So he needs to step away from conversation right now. Get as far away as his flirtation as he can. I would like to see him get around where the ambassador was, but this should work. It's going to be overtime no matter what happens, but the shot comes off. And Varanas manages to keep things tied up. Wow. Man, Seduction Target was not doing Varanas any favors in that game. But he made it work. It was going to be very tight whether or not he was able to finish that up, but the shot comes off. Able to keep things tied up here as we step into Courtyard 2. Any 4 of 7. So all missions available. 4 must be done. This is a little bit unusual for Courtyard 2. Generally it's 4 of 6. So this should be a little bit easier on the spy. We'll see how things go here as Seizureman steps into the spiral with Varanas on the sniper. Dropping some frames. I don't know why I'm dropping some frames, but I'm dropping some frames. It seems to have stabilized. Seizureman started things off with the quick flirt. Actually, no, goes for a bug and hits it. Picks up a highlight. I don't know how suspicious he was of it. Banana bread comes off. Lights, lights, lights. That's 3 lowlights coming from that. Gets a flirt as well. This is a very, very fast start from Seizureman. 2.5 missions done in 30 seconds. But looks like he may have very nearly gotten caught on the bug. So we'll see how he's able to play this moving forward. If it was just a highlight for a possibility, then I think Seizureman is in fantastic position right now. Would like to see him step away to the statues, get his inspects done, and then come back in for the flirt. But he's taken a drink, so that's not what's going to happen. He's going to go for the timer flirt here on purple dress. But man, if he stepped away after that first flirt into the statues and then came back and hit a green, that would have been finished very quickly. He does hit the white test on his second flirt. I do wonder if he's going to try to go statue-less. That seems like a very not great idea. So he does step into the statues here, looking to get his inspects done. He's picked a good time of it in the middle of the game. So I'm pretty sure Seizureman's going to win this game. He's looking very, very strong so far. Inspects are done. I don't think he's going to take a shot for one more flirt, but we'll see. I've been wrong about these things before. Steps back into conversation at an appreciable distance. Oh, God! That wasn't even a red test. That was just a seduction target leaving. Unfortunate timing there. That might be the break Varanas needs to pull this off. It just might be. Seizureman gives chase, getting ready for another flirt. He's not being watched very closely, I don't think, so. It looks like flirt comes off. Looks like this is Seizureman's game. It really does. And there's the timer coming down. Seizureman with a very, very well played game on the spiral there. And have another look at that bug real quick as we step into this from the sniper point of view. Oh man, that was it right there. It was completely invisible. Let's watch it again. I'll go into slow-mo from sniper cam. Bug starts right here. Invisible, invisible, invisible. Swings around. Completely invisible. Completely invisible. Only highlight there for the positioning, I believe. There's no way he could have seen that bug. So Varanas, not able to catch Seizureman out on that. Let's see what he can do stepping into the spiral. Once again, fighting to keep things tied up. Seizureman on the sniper. Slow start. That's fine. I'd like to see him have gotten a flirt in early, but it is going to be a slow start. Selection target gets nice and friendly, though, so that's helpful. Here's the flirt coming in. White test, 34%. Maybe step into the statues now, I suppose, or go for the banana bread. One of those two. Definitely don't just stand here, though. Banana bread is no longer available. I'd love to see him going into statues right now. Okay, now we can banana bread. There it comes. Wound up working out. Hits the green test on that. 2 minutes left to play. Lots of lowlights. Lots of lowlights. Seizureman being very aggressive with the lowlights at this point. Varanas stepping over to windows. Time ad coming off. So many lowlights. Look at all this. Ooh, boy, that was unfortunate pathing. Manages to net Varanas a highlight on that, so this is unfortunate business at this point. He knew he was behind. He got the time ad off. That was good. But then the pathing happened. And with all these lowlights, we're down to 3 people high-lit, 2 people neutral-lit, and everyone else is on low-light. I was wrong, just 1 person neutral-lit. He's got it down to 4 possible spies at this point. It's going to be a very, very difficult game for Varanas. Seizureman playing this out incredibly. Might be able to get a swap off here. Nope. Seizureman's there in time to guard. Inspects come off. And the shot. Wow. I am very impressed by how Seizureman did that. I don't know how he's able to get so many lowlights, but it happened. And Varanas finds himself down by a set as he steps into the sniper role on high rise, any 3 of 5. So, that's Seizureman on the spiral. And the missions available are Bug, Contact, Seduce, Purloin, and Fingerprint. So no Inspects, interestingly enough. Inspects are the one that were taken off. We'll see how Seizureman is able to play this. So Varanas almost needs to catch him out at this point. Cannot give up this game. Bug coming off behind the Ambassador. Varanas on that like a hawk, picking up the win there on the sniper roll. Very nicely done by him as he steps into the spy side of things. Seizureman on the sniper. And the missions for Varanas are going to be 3 soft with no inspect, as well as swap and bug. Let's see how he's able to do this. Starts things out at red bookcase. Nice, simple, slow start. I would like to see him hold on to that for another cycle to see where the seduction target went before putting it down. As it turned out, he wouldn't really have been able to give chase without arousing too much suspicion anyways, but it's the little things like that that net you wins. Party is not being very cooperative right now. Not a whole lot going on at the moment. Would like to see if he can pick up this banana bread, but not nearly enough people in conversation to make it work. It just doesn't seem like it's happening at this point. Already a minute gone, I think. Very, very slow game so far. Steps into center statue. No inspects. He's just doing this for the fingerprint. Does get highlight for it, which is, well, good on Seizureman to be tracking that. Depending on where the laser goes, we might be able to get a bug on the way out, but it does not look like that's going to happen in the end. Gets neutral it here. Preparing for banana bread. But everyone's leaving conversation. And once again, the party is not doing Varanas any favors. I feel like... The frustrating thing is I feel like Varanas is playing this off fairly well, but he's just not getting the breaks he needs as far as character positioning goes. All he's gotten so far is a single fingerprint. BB gets started, there it comes off. And down to 2 at this point with all of Seizureman's lowlights. Ah, this is brutal. This is really, really brutal. 1 minute left to play. I do feel like Varanas has played a very solid game here, but he just has not been getting any opportunities. Still hasn't gotten a single flirt done yet. At this point, he has to be all in. Oh no, and then the pathing happens. And that's just not going to do him any favors. At that point, he was all in on not completing missions and letting Seizureman take a bad shot, but it just did not work out for him. And Seizureman at this point, he's on 2 match points here. So, stepping in to gallery, any 4 of 6, no fingerprint. And the other mission that's taken off is Purloin. Varanas on the sniper, fighting for his life. Seizureman on the spy, with a chance to close things out right here and now. We'll see how this goes as Seizureman steps in to the gallery. Starts things off with a quick flirt. Barely able to get that off in time, but it does indeed come off. 34% on that. Sorry, I misstated the missions. It's no fingerprint, no contact. There is indeed Purloin available. And it looks like he might be able to pick up a Purloin right here. He has a lot of cover as far as... Oh, yes! I think he was able to get that off cleanly, or very close to, if not. Steps away here. Purloin gets taken. This is looking very, very good for Seizureman so far. Able to get a Purloin off cleanly, it looks like. The bug comes off cleanly. Not cleanly! I thought it was clean! I thought he got it! He totally didn't. I want to have another look at that from the sniper roll. Look at this. Ambassador's there. Oh no, that wasn't nearly as clean as I thought it was. Hand was sticking right out there. Unfortunate business for Seizureman, but Varanas is able to give himself a chance here to pull this into extra time as he steps into the spy roll on gallery, any 4 of 6. Seizureman on the sniper. The missions that have been knocked off are fingerprint and Purloin. For real this time. Let's see how Varanas is able to deal with it. Seizureman still on match point. But Varanas has a chance to bring it into overtime right here and now. 49% on the flirt to start things off. Very solid start. Double Agent shows up to the party as well, but not nearly enough people in conversation. to warrant taking the banana bread right now, which is unfortunate at best. It's so hard to be able to actually get a banana bread off on this map because with so many pads and only 2 conversations, it's difficult to catch a double agent in conversation with you. Oh no! Oh no, you're not serious. The cough! The cough doesn't get caught! But lots of lowlights coming off. I think that was 5 lowlights from that. 83% on the flirt now, and this is going to be difficult for Varanas. He did get the BB done, but this is not looking as good as it was before. Transfer is indeed available here, getting blocked by Toby. Should be able to get Emmanuel off. Does he know it? I don't think he does. Look at all that cover, though! Just sets it right back down again. Would have loved to see him pick up that transfer. He certainly had a moment for it, but he decided not to. And how do you play this as Varanas? Do you go for inspects? I would have really liked to see him get blue film in pocket by this point, because that gives him more options than he would otherwise have. Stepping back into conversation, not a conversation he particularly wants to be in, as he's already got his banana bread done. How do we play this? Minute and 10 left on the clock. This is going to be so difficult. He's going for the inspect. I think the plan is here to get the 2 inspects here, step out for that last flirt, and then inspect swap to finish it up. I think that's what the plan is. Does not take a highlight for the first inspect, though. 40 seconds left to play. This is getting very tight. Not able to go out for the flirt. Here we go, stepping away. 30 seconds. It's getting tight. There's no room in the conversation. There's a spot opens up. He's going to go take it. 23 seconds left to play. We're so tight here. Flirtation comes off. It's done. 17 seconds. And Banana Man takes the statue that Varanas needed to finish things up. So he's going to try the inspect swap on the statue facing, and it's not going to happen. 4 seconds left to play. The inspect comes off. The green swap comes off. But I really don't think it's going to happen. It's down to 2 at this point. Green plaid and Banana Man. And as soon as he sees which statue gets swapped, it's all over. Varanas hiding out by the red case. Here comes the swap. Here comes the shot. Look at all this cover! The dance! The dance! Oh, doesn't quite get it. That was really close, actually. I thought, for a moment there, I thought he might. For a moment, I thought he might. There was so much cover back there. Seizureman takes a really tight shot and makes it happen. Wins the set. 6-4. Am I out of water? No, I still have some left. Man. I want to have another look at this, because you can see, right as the pending's coming up, he's aiming his shot. He is, look at this. Statue swap is about to happen. He is so ready to take this shot. I'm going to slow this down. Statue's pending. There it is. He zooms back in to go for this shot, and look at this. You can see the barest sliver of his target. He's going for the shot here, zooms in, gets stuck on white jacket, and then Varanas steps away, gives himself a little bit of an opening, Look at this! Look at this spot! Look at how well he's hiding here. This is brilliant. 5 seconds left at this point. And as soon as White Danger stops reading, he's a little bit exposed. Turns around, almost gets back behind cover, but the shot does indeed come off. Oh, man. Wow. That was incredible. Varanas saying maybe he shouldn't have moved. It's easy to say that when you're looking at a replay, but if we have another look at this, from here, yes, you have from this position as spy, yes, you have a lot of cover, but you have absolutely no way of knowing that you have this much cover. Like, you can tell you have a lot of cover, but there's no way of being able to say, he can't hit me from here. So when the swap comes off, he steps away, and this was a sweet move. Because now, you know how much cover you have, and it's all the cover. He's trying to get that shot off, turn around, barely happens. I think Varanas played the ending about as well as he could have, but it just wasn't quite enough. Oh, man. So we've still got a long time left in the show. And I'm not entirely sure what to do at this point, because that match didn't last us as long as it could have. Do I just grab another match and cast that? I think that's might be what's happening here. I think that might be the plan. Yeah, there's one other tournament bracket match I could cast. Oh, I could do that. Let's get this ready. So, I'll try to be quick here. Shouldn't take too long. Hang on. Alright, now get it in the replay directory. Extract here. There we go. And yeah, looks like we're ready to get back to casting. Okay, cool. So, wait, what? Hang on. What did I just do? It should be right. Magician versus Turnout, right? Magician versus Turnout. Why does it say Varanas versus Seizureman still there? I deleted that. The heck's going on? Hang on. Hang on. What's happening? I'm confuzzled. Directory. I think I may have to restart Spy Party. That's weird. Oh well, okay, restarting Spy Party. That was strange. There we go. Much better. So, Magician versus Turnout 8 is going to be the next match to be cast. Same format. It's another Summer Cup game, so won't be too long. And yeah, scoreboard's ready. Let's get into this. Starting things out, Turnout 8 on the Spiral, Magician on the Sniper. This is going to be any 5 of 7 Ballroom with no swap. Immediately pulling out a green book and chatting it up a bit. We'll see if he's able to get away with this cleanly. I think he should be, because he ran off with that fast. So, I think he's going to be able to get away with that fairly clean. I thought he was going to try to bug there. That scared me, man. Going for another flirt here at this point. Maybe even a banana bread coming off. But there are a lot of people outside of conversation, so I don't think that's going to be the plan. Gets the 2 flirt. So, this is looking like a very strong start from Turnout. Two minutes and 30 left to play. So, oh, fake BB coming off. In such a large conversation, that feels odd, but I think he did it to distract from the... from that. Well, that didn't go as planned, now did it? Magician able to pick up a first game. As he steps in to the Spiral, Turnout 8 on the Sniper. Once again, going to be any 5 of 7, this time with no fingerprint. Magician on the Spy, Turnout on the Sniper. Starting things out at green bookcase, as was the case with Turnout. Does not pull it away though, just sets it right back where he found it. I thought he was going to go all the way over to blue to see if he could get the flirt off, but that's not how that went down. Very slow start from Magician here, which is definitely a problem, because he has 5 missions to get done, and at this point, only 2 minutes and 45 seconds to do that. That is not a lot of time to make a lot of progress. First flirt comes off, 30%, so he is going to need to hit a green test somewhere if he's going to 3-flirt this. And at this point, he almost needs to 3-flirt this. He has so little time. Banana bread, available. He's going to take it. Lots of people in conversation. Should let off 3 lowlights if he does it now. Didn't go for it. Magician, I think, has run out of time. He hasn't gotten anything done yet except that 1 flirt. Only 2 minutes left to play. I'm pretty sure he's all in on not doing missions at this point, which I don't know how I feel about that, because the chances of an AI being able to be done are very slim. Picks up another flirt here up to 64%, but with 1 minute and 30 left to play, there's no way he's going to get a mission completion on this. There's just no way. Steps in to center statues. It does look like he's going to try. But again, he only has 1 minute and 5 left on the clock. And this is going to be his first mission completion out of 5. It's impossible. There's no way he can do this unless he time has like a madman. And he's been highlighted for it. He cannot afford to do this. Here comes the time ad. It is green, so that's something. But I really don't think it's enough. Stepping out into another blank CC. I don't know what the plan is here for Magician, but it's not what I like. White Purloin comes off, and this should be death. Purloin has been caught, and there's the shot. So, not exactly a solid game there coming out of Varanas, but... Sorry, coming out of Magician. Varanas isn't even playing anymore. What am I talking about? So, 1-1, once again, as expected, coming out of Ballroom. Stepping into the balcony here. A Turnout on the Spiral, Magician on the Sniper. Able to pick up a green flirt from a bit of a distance to 37%. It does get highlight for the early talk. Very fast drink grab there. I don't know about that. And steps away a bit too fast on it as well. Not the best of micro coming out of Turnout 8, but a very solid start with the fast leave. Not many spies will do that, and I very much like to see it.
Banana bread.
Gets a banana bread, lets off an unfortunate low light, and now he's the only highlight at the party. So, now there's a second, but with a minute left to play, 2 flirts to go, and seduction target not in conversation, this is going to be a tad difficult. Seduction target being not a nice person. Going for the window flirt here, up to 71%. So one more close white, and he just dies. So that was, I feel like everything kind of went wrong for Turnout there. Nothing really worked in his favor that game, which was very unfortunate, because he didn't play it badly. So sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumbles as far as balcony is concerned. But as Turnout 8 is ready to step back into the sniper role, Magician getting ready to step onto the balcony himself for classic balcony bug, contact, seduce. Starting things out at the windows to give himself as good an entry as he can to be able to get right in next to that seduction target nice and snuggly. Maybe that's a bit too snuggly. I think you're too snuggly there, Magician. Does get highlight for that flirt. Is able to get off for 34% there. Should be able to pick up a banana bread here. It is white. Second, he's interrupting. He's a talker during the BB. Luckily, Snaps is a little bit... Ooh, the bug coming off. Was it seen? I don't think the bug was seen. I think he was able to get away with the bug. Was he able to do it? Oh my goodness! The bug comes off, and Magician able to pick up a big game he probably shouldn't have been able to pick up by all rights. Wow. Pulls himself ahead by a set coming out of balcony. And Turnout's got some ground to make up as he steps into the spiral here. On Courtyard 2, any 4 of 7, with Magician on the sniper. Starting things out with the window flirt, 34%, good start. And the free bug as well. Beautiful opening coming out of Turnout 8 here. I'm loving what I'm seeing so far. Absolutely gorgeous start. Playing things a little bit slow, probably going for the timer flirt. Flirtation cooldown has expired. Expecting to see a flirt as soon as Dots stops talking. That's exactly what we see. But the red test comes off. Doesn't wind up happening. That's quite unfortunate there. Turnout. Would like to see him go into statues now, not just sit here. He's only got 2 minutes left to play. With such a strong start, I would hate to see him let the clock run down on this, but looks like he should be able to step in for another quite decent flirt here, if maybe not 34%. Actually, it is 34%. And the green purloin as well. That feels unnecessary as the banana bread comes off. This purloin's going to come off, and now all he needs to do is pick up one more flirt. Has it been seen yet? It has indeed been caught. Low lights, low lights, low lights. All he needs is one more flirt. He should be able to pick it up on the timer. That was a very risky move on the guest list, but it doesn't look like he's been caught for it. Not even picking up a highlight. One more flirt should finish this up. If he goes into statues, I'm going to be mad. He does not go into statues. He goes into windows. This should still be Turnout's game. It was a very risky move on the purloin, but it worked out for him. Lots of low lights, but it shouldn't matter at this point. Stepping back into conversation. Why isn't he? Okay, he went around. He's still going to get this flirt done. Does pick up a highlight. Don't talk too fast. He is indeed being patient. There's the flirt. Gets the stop talk. Doesn't get seen. Turnout 8 picks up a big win on a very risky play. And manages to pull himself back into this. And if he's able to pick up a win on the sniper roll here, he's going to be all tied up once more as Magician steps into the spiral. Here on Courtyard 2, any 4 of 7. Turnout very much made use of the extra mission last game. Let's see if Magician can do the same. So he starts things out with a 34% flirt. Stepping away from conversation. Looks like he's... Ooh, looked like he wanted to go to statues, but looks like he's changed his mind. Just steps right on through to the empty conversation. Very slow start from Magician here. I'd like to see him keeping that ambassador in view. Possibly pick up a drink, see if he can get a fingerprint off of it, but he's a bit too late on that now. Looks like he's stepping in for a banana bread and then a flirt, I would say. BB starts. It is a white test. So many people in conversation, though. That should just be one low light, I believe. He does get that low light that he was afforded, although his double agent left on him. So it's not going to wind up being the real contact as he gets his quick flirt. But the low light comes off because of the double agent stepping away. Turnout went all in on the BB being real. And originally it was, but when the double agent left, suddenly it wasn't a real one anymore. Turnout 8 didn't know that. Gets the bad low light. Inspects come off. And Magician doesn't know it, but with a minute left to play, all he has to do is finish his missions. Still has a hard tell to do, which could be the saving grace for Turnout 8, but it's unlikely with the low light coming off. 1 minute left, 2 missions to go. What's the plan? Has to get a BB off, I believe. And then probably a bug. Stepping in to see if he can pick up both at this point. Has no idea he's low lit. Real BB started. Not close enough for the ambassador to invade his personal space. It is indeed going to be the banana bread. There's the bug. And ladies and gentlemen, Magician has done it. Very, very solid stuff coming out of Magician there. Good game sense from Turnout to take the shot off the end, but with the bad low light, it's just not going to cut it. That is not a glass with water in it. This one is. So coming out of Courtyard 2, Turnout 8 still behind by a set. 2 maps left to go, being the high-rise and the gallery. Starting things out on the high-rise, any 3 of 5 with Turnout on the spy. It's going to be Contact, Microfilm, Purloin, Swap, Seduce. What? I'm sorry? He's committing to at least 1 hardtail. That's assuming he gets a banana bread off. That's a very strange play. He has a lot of options, but I don't necessarily like his options. We'll see what he does with this. You can definitely throw snipers off, but it's a very weird choice of missions. We'll see how this goes as he steps into the spiral with Magician on the sniper. And Turnout basically needs to sweep this map, or else he's going to find himself in a lot of trouble. Seduction steps away before the flirt can come off. That is very unfortunate. Looked like it should have worked. Purloin comes off early. Was it caught out? Looks like it was, because Toby's low lit. This should just be a shot. Toby's low lit, come on. Does he not realize? It looks like he's still alive. I'm shocked by that. He's able to get off the Purloin cleanly. And now, if he can get his flirts done, all he needs to do is banana bread for the win. A couple of highlights have come off at this point. 3 highlights. Turnout is not one of them. I think he might be able to pull this off if he steps into statues for some reason. He's not going to swap. It does get a highlight, though. I don't know why statue. There is no inspect at this point. Oh, the missed pad, though, might cost him. Doesn't look like it was caught out by Magician. Going for the book here. Don't do it. Don't do it. It was green. Wow. Huge sniper win from Magician there. He missed the Purloin. Caught him out on a transfer from behind the screen. And suddenly, it's 3 match points for Magician as he steps into the spiral. Turnout on the sniper. And away we go. Very difficult to see. Very difficult, what am I trying to say here? Here, Bloom says it in the chat. Very nice to see a green transfer through the glass. That's a very difficult thing to catch. But Magician was on it. And it worked out for him. So Turnout now needs to win these next 3 games outright. Magician already on 31% on the flirt, and since 34 is the best you can get on a white test, he is indeed going to need to find himself a green somewhere along the line in order to 3 flirt this, although he's got enough time on the clock, he doesn't necessarily need to. Spending a lot of time just hanging out in this conversation, though. Unfortunately, with the conversation so full, never gets a chance to pull off a banana bread through that. Would have been very nice for him. Man, though, Magician spending so much time just sitting here. 2 minutes left to play. We'll see how he goes for this. Mission loadout, by the way, is 4 soft and bug, which is as standard as it gets. Gets a fingerprint off on the drink, so good awareness there to know that was happening. Picks up another flirt for 82%. And this is looking quite solid for Magician so far. Very slow, but very, very solid. You'd like to avoid getting the last fingerprint off the briefcase if possible, I believe. Because briefcase is a pretty scary thing to pick up, especially now a fingerprint is available, and especially on a map with so few missions available. It is there. If he wants it, it's available. It's no longer available, even if he does want it. But he's going to be paying a lot of attention to the ambassador. And it is going to be a red bookcase. Flirt is done. It will be very easy to get this fingerprint done at the red case there. But what's that last mission going to be? Actually, ooh, nice cancel on the briefcase. Oh, that's not a pad. He's playing it off very well. He's on a very good angle for it. I really like that, playing it cool there. The shot comes off at the lady at the red bookcase. And ladies and gentlemen, that's the match. Magician wins it 6-2. So, thank you. A huge thank you to everyone who came out to watch. I know there aren't many of you left at this point, but still, thank you very much. New schedule is now in effect. This happened an hour later than it was supposed to because I forgot I was supposed to be doing a show at noon. So the schedule is down below the stream if you want to have a look at that. It's going to be Tuesdays at noon Eastern, Fridays at 8 Eastern, and Sundays at twitch.tv/spyparties, the ladder cast with Crazy Kaylee at 9 Eastern. So, that's about all I have to say. Thanks a ton for watching once again, and until next time, this is Toboshi.